Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and this time we are doing a review on the Dimetrodon and the Becklespinax. The Becklespinax is a very unique creature I've actually never seen before until the animated show Chaos Theory. And Dimetrodon, this I've seen many times in Walking with Monsters and in 2022, obviously Jurassic World Dominion. So, we'll do a review on the Dimetrodon first. I really like how it's got this jaw and this different colored jaw. I really like that color on it. And these scales have a nice texture all over the body, which makes it look more reptilian. However, this actually was not a reptile. It was actually a synapsid, which is more closely related to mammals than reptiles, even though it looks like a reptile. This massive spine, it's kind of like a Spinosaurus, but nowhere near to that scale. This spine, it would have been it's been thought to be used to conduct heat or display to females. So yeah, those are some fun facts about it. I like this articulation here on the neck. Legs, not much to do there. Just go back and forth, but yeah, I guess you can like perch them on top of something. Or like raw or something, I don't know. The texture in the mouth is cool, however it's paint instead of, as we'll see in the Becklespinax, rubber as the teeth. Which I really like this change that they've made, using rubber instead of paint. We'll do a size comparison with these two, all of these guys, after the individual reviews. And let's get started with the Becklespinax. It is tipping over a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that's just because it's kind of an uneven floor here on the timber. It would probably be still, but it is a bit annoying when you're trying to do a review. Yeah, so here, I really like this head. This head is very cool. It's kind of like a Gorgonopsid in a way. It kind of reminds me of that, with like the kind of skull shape. I like these osteoderms and this big protrusion like the Spinosaurus. This mouth is so cool. Look at that texture that they've done. That is so cool. The arms, sadly the claws don't have any paint, but these foot claws do. This tail, oops, has a bit of articulation to the side. Yep. And speaking of the tail, see these spines here? When you do this attack feature and you scroll it to the right, it makes that go up, and it also makes these spines go up. See, whenever I do that, which I think is very cool. This part on the tail swivels a little bit, but that's enough about the articulation and the paint. Let's get on to the size comparison, which I know you guys love. We'll firstly do the Dimetrodon size comparison with other small dinosaurs. So there, it's a Gallimimus, Velociraptor, Proceratops, sorry. And a Stiggy Murloc. All pretty balanced in size. Oops. Yeah, that's... Yep. But now to the more interesting, now to the more interesting one. Becklespinax. Oh, actually, I just realized that. I've never seen this before. It's a bit lighter. The airbrush here is a bit lighter than here, which gives it like a nice gradient, which is pretty cool. Also, these spikes here are rubber, and so are these teeth, which make them be able to be sharp and be like they can still make them sharp, which is pretty cool. So here, Becklespinax and T-Rex. It's actually huge. It's not extremely smaller than the T-Rex. That's insane. Very loud there. Dinosaurs. Actually, I might need to move. Oh, I need to move these dudes. Sorry if the camera angles are a bit weird. Young Trongosaurus. Stegosaurus. Tyrannosaurus. Allosaurus, which I don't think this is, sorry, technical difficulties here with the Allosaurus footing. Okay. I don't think this is very accurate. In real life, the Allosaurus would be much bigger. Pretty sure. Oh no. Parasaurolophus. I do want to get an Iguanodon, so hopefully I can get that in the future. Which would be a cool size comparison with the hadrosaurs. Triceratops. Wow. It's insane. It's huge, dude. And then finally, Sarcosuchus. This is not very, I haven't displayed this much on my channel, so you're getting to see it a bit more. It's, yeah, very, very cool reptile here. But yeah. Oh, also another feature is that it has wheels here. Also, I forgot to put this in with the action feature section. So obviously this scrolls to make that. Wait, oops. That roar, and then that you can like chomp down like that, which is pretty cool. Now this, I really like how they did the figure on this. I really, really like this. Good size for brawling with some big stuff, and you can take some tussles with T-Rex or a Spino, which is pretty cool. Probably won't win, but it's a good size, in my opinion. Well, I think that will have to wrap up the video. Sorry if it's gotten a bit long, but it was a 2-in-1 review. More reviews will be coming, and yeah, thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.